Morning, we're going to go ahead and look at monomials on the product of rational expressions. So remember that the word product means to multiply. And we're going to show you how by finding the product and then simplify with PEMDAS. So let's go ahead and look at just fractions. When you look at fractions, you want to go ahead and multiply going across. When I multiply going across, we're going to say 5 times 9 over 6 times 5. And because this is multiplication, it's also commutative, so you can go ahead and cross out the common factors. And then I will be left with 9 divided by 6, which simplifies to 3 halves. Okay, let's go ahead and look at monomials. So with monomials, again, you're multiplying going across. So I'm going to go across this way and go across this way. The numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. That's going to equal 3 times 9, y to the third. This is all multiplication over 5x squared. Now, the way that I'm going to write this answer, so I have 9 times 3 is 27, y to the third divided by 5x squared. So you're going to go ahead and want to put the coefficient first. And then you're going to want the variable second. Okay, let's go ahead and look at our first example, number 1. So I have, again, multiplication going across. 3 times x divided by y to the first times y to the second. So these variables in particular are going to be added together, the 1 and the 2. Let's go ahead and continue. So I'm going to get 3x divided by y. The base is the same. 1 plus 2. And that's going to give me 3x divided by y to the third power. And that'll be my solution. Okay, number 2. So each of these is to the first power. So go ahead and say y to the first times y to the first divided by 4 times negative 15. Remember that when you're multiplying or dividing, a negative times a positive equals a negative. So my solution is going to be y 1 plus 1, because it's the same base, divided by negative 60 equals y to the second divided by 60 with the negative out in front. Okay, so I have number 3. I have a squared times b to the fourth over 1 times 1 over a to the first times b to the second. So it's multiply going across. I'm going to say a to the second, b to the fourth, divided by a to the first, b to the second. I want to look at my larger power, and I'm going to subtract the smaller power. So then my solution will be a times b squared. A to the first times b squared, because that equals 1, that equals 2, equals 0, equals 0. Number 4, let's go ahead and multiply going across. So I'm going to get 7c to the 4th divided by a to the 3rd, c to the 2nd, times 14 times b. Okay, so I know that I can subtract the 2 from the numerator because the smaller exponent is in the denominator. I know I can simplify my 7 and my 14. So let's do one at a time. So I'm going to say 7 over 14 times c to the 2nd, a to the 3rd, times b. Simplifying this, and our final answer is going to be c squared divided by 2a to the 3rd b. Okay, so then we have number 5. So I'm going to get 15x to the 5th times 4 divided by, so you can see it, times 2 times x squared. When we look at exponents first, I'm going to subtract 2 from the denominator and subtract 2 from the numerator. We're looking at just the power. And then I know that these 2's will cancel out with that 4. So let's simplify. I have 15x third. That's just 15x to the 3rd. Okay.